Hi, I'm Hannah Bracegirdle and this is the day after Handmade Festival. I'm here with Grace Petrie. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, yeah.
Good.
I'm feeling a bit fragile. I had too much fun, I think, this weekend.
So Handmade Festival has just finished. How did you find it?
I loved it. I really, really loved it. I thought that it made me really, really proud of the whole city and the music scene, and especially John, who put it all together. I just thought it's really heartwarming to see how much people will get behind, an idea like that, because I think it really couldn't have worked without such a big sense of community that we have here, and how attached and enthusiastic people are about music and the arts in Leicester. I think we done ourselves proud, so I really, really enjoyed it, and I really hope it happens again.
Now, the other day I did attempt to get a handmade interview gallery going of where the people I interviewed, I got them to draw a picture of themselves for me. But I actually only remembered to do it with one person. So I'm going to ask you to draw a picture of yourself for me so I can officially call it a gallery, because it's plural.
Okay, good.
Grab your tea?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. A picture of myself?
Yeah. Self-portrait.
Yes.
So when did you find that things started going for you? When did things start moving in terms of your music?
Well, I was working here, actually, at the Firebug, behind the bar. And I'd kind of been writing songs. I started playing the guitar when I was a teenager and never really did any gigs. And then I kind of got a job here, hoping to sort of get involved in the music scene a bit. And one day, there was a gig on, and the support act just hadn't turned up. So they just said, kind of, can anybody jump in? It was a bit like a film. And I did, and the guy who was promoting it was like, "Oh, that was really good. Yeah, do you wanna do a proper show here another time?" And then that's kind of how I got into it. So it all started at Firebug, yeah, I probably still play him more than anywhere else. So, but I only started doing kind of the politics stuff in the last kind of couple of years, really. After the change of government, I kind of got very angry and started writing more political stuff. So I suppose you could say that's kind of a change of direction, I suppose.
A lot of your videos on YouTube have provoked a lot of discussion about politics and LGBT, you being an activist of such. How do you think that affects the way you write your future songs? Do you think you have to consider those topics a bit more and feel that you have to write about them, or do you still feel that you've got enough to say?
I think it's a funny thing. I suppose I do feel now more than I did in the past that I worry about what I write more in terms of how it'll be received, and not wanting to offend people or whatever. And I think politically, when you're on the left, the left is so broad, and there's so many different factions of the left, and a lot of them spend most of their time fighting with each other, and I don't want to kind of get into that, and I think I think it's in terms of the LGBT stuff, I think it is really important to kind of represent, and I used to not believe that. I think when I first started out, I was really, really definite that I didn't want to be known as like a gay singer-songwriter. I just wanted to be known for my music. And then I think as I've, the past few years, more people have said to me that, being gay themselves, they found me and they found my stuff, and the fact that I was singing about kind of gay issues to be like really comforting and really empowering. And I think, when I was younger, I think I would have really benefited from kind of having maybe more artists around me that were kind of visibly gay and were okay with that, and so I think my position on it has changed a lot, and I've come around more to think that I think it is really important. I think if you are gay, not necessarily for it to come through in your art. I mean, it comes through in my art because I sing political songs anyway. So, if something's happening in terms of gay rights or equalities legislation, then I would naturally feel the need to write songs about it anyway, I suppose. But I think if you're going to be an artist of any kind, and you are gay, I tend to believe that I think it's you've got a bit of a duty, I think, to kind of stand up and be counted for for those people that are looking for representation around them. Yeah.
So before we go, can we see a quick look at the picture?
Yeah, this is like Grace Petrie meets Ren and Stimpy.
It's lovely.
It's pretty terrifying.
You with your guitar?
Yeah.
And different size feet?
Yeah, different size feet. Very different size feet, yeah.
Okay, well thank you very much for coming to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you at Handmade next year.
Yeah, I hope so. Cheers.
Thank you.